Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about just playing with some makeup. When I was going through some of the video ideas that I had and also looking at some of the new makeup products that I had in my collection, I was really drawn towards two different brands, Rare Beauty and M Cosmetics. Both brands have released a couple new products that I've been really dying to try. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to do somewhat of like a themed video where I basically just use Rare Beauty and M Cosmetics on my face. From M Cosmetics, we have the new Masterpiece collection, which has two eyeshadow palettes, two new blushes, as well as some lip products, which are really beautiful that I'm very, very excited to put on my lips. And then from Rare Beauty, we have some new cream bronzers, some blushes, as well as a new powder that I haven't tried yet. And then we'll also be revisiting some old favorites from both brands as well to complete an entire face. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited to do this. I feel like this could be a fun video concept to do in the future, like kind of putting two brands, not so much head to head, but just spotlighting both of them. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this idea and want to see me do it more often with other brands. If you do enjoy today's video, please hit the thumbs up button. It really just helps to let me know that you do enjoy it and lets me know to do more. And of course, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed and want to join the fam. Without further ado, I'm going to zoom you guys in and let's put some makeup on this face. So for my base, we're going to go with an M Cosmetics product. So this is the Daydream Cushion Foundation. And this is definitely a product that I really enjoy from M Cosmetics. Honestly, I feel like 99% of the products that M Cosmetics release, I am very into. I would say that they're probably one of my favorite brands because a lot of the products that they do release like really do become huge, huge favorites of mine. The Daydream Cushion is one that I definitely really do enjoy. It's not like a holy grail product for me from the brand, but it is a really nice cushion foundation. I used to use this all the time in the summertime. I haven't really taken it out of my collection in a while, so I'm excited to put this on my face today. This is the only shade that I have in my collection, which is Gentle Light, and it's like a light medium shade. I feel like it's going to be too dark for me, but I'm wearing a turtleneck, so it's fine. You'll never know. So this is a cushion foundation, and it does come with a little puff. It's actually not bad with this, and I have applied it with this before, but if I have a brush next to me, I'm gonna go with the brush. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of product with the brush and tap it onto my skin. Oh, you know what? This may actually be kind of a perfect match. Oh, that actually matches me literally perfectly. Oh, that's so nice. The coverage for this is about like a light medium coverage. It's not super, super, super sheer, definitely covers up. So it's really nice for every day if you're into more of a light coverage finish. I am actually really, really happy with this shade match. I cannot even believe how well it matches me. I really wanted you guys to see the finish of this product because it's so gorgeous and skin-like, and you saw how easy that was to apply. Took me 2 seconds, covered my entire face, gave me really the perfect amount of coverage, exactly what I'm looking for day to day. And yeah, it looks really gorgeous. And now I'm remembering why I liked it so much when I used to use it all the time. And I'm definitely keeping this now in my vanity so I can use it more often because, wow, stunning. Now we're gonna switch it over to Rare Beauty. I'm gonna be using the concealer. This concealer is definitely one of my favorite products from Rare Beauty. It's just a really great full coverage matte concealer. It's really nice for underneath the eyes. It works well on the face as well because it is a matte finish. It does not budge, doesn't like slip around on your face. So this is a really great product, especially for covering up blemishes. So I'm gonna be using the shade 210N, which I think it's a little bit deep for me right now. It's gonna be fine for today, but I obviously have all of these shades from when I was a little bit more tan. Right now I'm incredibly pale because we're in the middle of winter. I just put some basically just in the center of my face, and I'm gonna blend it out with the same brush. And you guys know I have dry skin. Obviously, more matte products don't always work well for me, but this is definitely a matte product that works beautifully for me. It does not make my skin look extra dry or flaky or anything. It really just looks, again, like skin. It's not a drying formula. It's just matte. That's a really, really pretty base. I feel like because this concealer is definitely more full coverage, combining it with more of a lightweight foundation that's not as full coverage almost gives you that really perfected look, but without an excess amount of product. Hey, I'm excited. We're gonna try this powder. I'm not actually 100% sure if this is brand new. I just know that I haven't tried it before. I'm pretty sure this is new-ish, at least. This is the Rare Beauty setting powder, and I have the shade Light. Let's actually read up what the claims are for this guy because I'm not super familiar with it. Okay, it is new. I'm not going crazy, and wow, the reviews are very high. This has 5 stars on Sephora with almost 900 reviews. It's called the Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder. It's a silky, do-it-all, talc-free, loose setting powder to visibly smooth, blur, and control shine for a soft, natural finish and all-day comfort. Extend makeup wear, blur the look of pores, and smooth skin's texture. That all sounds fantastic. I do like loose powders, and there's some loose powders that I really enjoy, but I'm definitely more of a pressed powder person, just because I feel like pressed powders most of the time are more likely to not accentuate texture on the skin. I'm super excited to try this. The packaging is really, really cute. You kind of open it up like this, which is nice, so the powder doesn't always have to go everywhere. Peel off this little plastic. Here's some ASMR for you. Ooh, that was nice. Like I said, I have the shade Light, which is definitely a pinkier undertone. Not my ideal color for a powder, but it'll do for today. Ooh, it feels really silky. And it definitely does have a radiance to it, but no visible shimmer that I'm able to see, which is what I was a little bit worried about, because sometimes powders that say they have radiance to them just have shimmer, and I hate that in a setting powder. I actually am currently testing out the Say setting powder, which is also a radiant loose setting powder, but there's shimmer in it and it's just not for me. I've got a new powder brush here from Rare Beauty as well. This is, there's no name. There's no name, but it's their powder brush, and it's really, really nice and loose and soft. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Rare Beauty brushes. I feel like they do brushes really well. I'm just gonna kind of swirl the brush into the powder that I put in here. And let's just sweep this everywhere. Why not? That is very nice. That does not look heavy. It doesn't look like it's accentuating anything. It doesn't even really look like I have powder on. And it definitely gave me a very subtle glow. It did not mattify my face, which is good to see. It did not add any coverage or anything. It's pretty translucent, but I do like that. Okay, before we put any color on the face, I want to do the eyes just so I can catch a vibe of kind of what we're going to be going for. So for the eyes, I have the two M Cosmetics Divine Skies eyeshadow palettes. So here we have Rodin, and then this is Da Vinci. They're both very similar to one another. The mattes in Rodin are slightly lighter, and you also get some different metallic shimmery shades. I feel like I'm more drawn towards this guy, which is Da Vinci. I just like the deeper shades. I feel like you can get a little bit more with this guy, but this is also really pretty. I mean, these are both neutral palettes. It's not like we haven't seen neutral palettes a million times before, but I do really enjoy the Divine Skies eyeshadow palette formula, and I like having like a nice little eyeshadow palette in a small little package. It's just really great for a makeup bag, for travel. Before I start though, I am gonna put a little bit of the Rare Beauty concealer on my lids. Rare Beauty does have an eyeshadow primer, but unfortunately I do not have it. You know what? I'm actually gonna go into Rodin, which is the lighter one, because I want a lighter shade to put in my upper crease, and I'm gonna use this shade right over here. I love these types of cool tone taupe shades. They're some of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes just because they're so neutral, and they just make such great base colors for any eye look, or just even wearing them on their own. They just shape the eye so nicely. I can tell right away this formula is exactly like the others in this line. I mean, it's blending and applying perfectly. Look at how nicely that just applied. I'm also gonna put a little bit of this underneath my eyes and make sure to connect down the outer corner. I want a little bit more depth, so I'm gonna go into the dark brown shade in the Rodin palette. Now that I'm actually using them, I'm seeing that I feel like I'm kind of more drawn towards this palette actually, because I feel like this palette on my skin tone would definitely give me a much deeper, smokier look, which I'm just not feeling today. For more of like an everyday look, I feel like this would be the one that I would actually gravitate towards a little bit more. So I'm taking that dark brown, just putting it on the outer corner, kind of creating like a wing shape with the shadow. Oh, this formula is gorgeous. And this brush that I'm using is the NARS 25, which is a dense like pencil brush. Then I'm gonna take the middle shade right here and just kind of blend the dark brown so it merges with the other color that we used, and so it's not harsh. These three mattes are perfect for every day. They really are. I feel like you can get such a nice soft look with these colors, but they're not showing up as light as I thought they would. And I feel like they have a lot more impact. For my lid, let's jump into this palette. And I'm gonna take this shade over here, which is really, really pretty. I'm gonna use it on my finger. Ooh, reflective. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I love that. Oh my goodness, that is such a pretty color. This look is really nice and neutral, but I do want to add just like a little hint of pink, and I thought it'd be fun to pull out my M Cosmetics Cosmic Pearl Dewy eyeshadows. These are one of my favorite products from the brand. I feel like they're almost underrated. I really don't hear that many people talk about them. They're really, really intense, very glossy eyeshadows. They're kind of a hybrid between like a cream and a powder. They're not quite either. I'm gonna use the shade Venus and kind of put this like right in the middle of the eye just to add this really pretty pinky rose gold reflex, just to add a little something different to this very neutral look. Still neutral, but a little bit more fun. I hope the camera's picking it up because it's really pretty. Okay, so that was like a super quick, very easy look. I'm gonna finish it off. I'm gonna use another M Cosmetics product. This is the M Cosmetics Pick Me Up Mascara. Now, I actually kind of really wanted to use the Rare Beauty mascara because I feel like I need to apologize about it. When I first tried it, I really was not a fan. I just don't think I found that it was really anything special, but I didn't give up on it and I continued to use it, and I actually really like it now. My mind has kind of totally changed on it. It gives me really nice fluffy voluminous lashes and it just doesn't smudge, and it's just like a really nice everyday mascara, and I actually use it quite often. I don't have it here because it's in my everyday makeup bag, which I unfortunately completely forgot to bring to my office, which is super annoying. I'm so mad at myself that I forgot it, but it's fine. We have the M Cosmetics one here to save the day, and the Pick Me Up is another one of my favorite mascaras. I really like this mainly because it is a tubing mascara, so it's just super easy to remove. It also doesn't go anywhere, so especially if you have very watery eyes or your mascara smudges on you often, this is a great mascara to go to because it will not give you raccoon eyes. As far as the way that it makes the lashes look, it's very lengthening. It doesn't give a ton of volume, but it definitely makes your lashes just look nice and long. Okay, now that we have the eyes down, let's work on the rest of the face. I'm so excited to try these new Rare Beauty cream bronzers. I have been dying to put them on my face. I have two shades here, Power Boost and Happy Soul. Power Boost is this one, Happy Soul is this one. Power Boost is not really a bronzer shade that I typically like to go for. I almost feel like it's very orangey, not my favorite type of color. So I'm not gonna use that color, but I do like the shade of Power Boost over here. So we're gonna try that one. Okay, I'm gonna draw it directly on my face. To blend it, I'm gonna use this Sigma F53 Air, and I'm just gonna pat it out. That's nice. I feel like we've kind of gotten to a point with creams especially where most of them are same but different. I've said this before. And so it's hard for me to try a cream and be like, wow, this is different than anything else I've ever tried. I'm just trying to look at it more objectively just to let you know like whether or not I think this is a good product. And I do think right off the bat, like this is definitely a good product. It's hitting the boxes for me of what I do look for in a cream product. It seems to be really easy to blend. I like the color, I like the pigment. It doesn't feel sticky or heavy. I always like stick products because it's just really easy to just draw it on the face and blend it out. But this is definitely nice. I like this. I could see myself using this for sure. Let me know if you guys have tried this and what your thoughts are. Okay, let's move on to the blush. I'm actually very excited to try one of these new blushes from Rare Beauty. So this isn't a new formula. This is still their Pinch Me formula, but these are 3 new shades for spring 2022. Okay, so we have Believe, Hope, and Encourage. Believe and Encourage honestly look very similar to one another. There's really almost no difference between the two. I think Believe, which is the first shade over here, is maybe a little bit deeper, but they're very similar. The one that's catching my eye the most is the one in the middle, which is Hope. The Rare Beauty Pinch Me blushes do scare me just a little bit. They're very intense, they're very pigmented, and they set down very quickly. So if you do not work fast enough, you will be left with a blotchy blush look, but they do give you a very long wearing blush look once they're actually applied, but I have a very specific way of how I do like to apply it. So I'm gonna take Hope and I'm gonna put just a little bit on the back of my hand. Instead of dotting it directly on my face, I'm gonna take my blush brush. This is my Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes 03 and work the color into the brush. It's a little bit messy, but this is how I like to do it. And then I apply it directly on my cheeks like this, and I'm pretty much always guaranteed a very controlled blush look. It never gets out of hand when I do it this way. And that color is stunning, actually. Ooh, I like that a lot. Some makeup products, or some days rather, I just kind of want things that are easy. But there's also some products that I feel like are worth that little extra effort, and I do feel like these are worth the extra effort because the actual final effect that you get and the lasting effect for these blushes too are just really good. So we are not done with the blush. I am going to be layering another blush on top. This is the Heaven's Glow blush from M in 2 new shades. We have Rococo, which is this guy, and then we have Baroque, which is this guy. They both look very similar in pan, but Rococo is definitely a little bit deeper. I feel like for today, I am going to go with Baroque because I am already wearing blush. I don't really want to add too much color, and this does have more of like a peachier tone to it. And just kind of layer it on top of the blush, but kind of concentrating it more so on my cheekbone where I would put highlighter to get a nice glow going on. We are not done with the cheeks just yet. I still want to put on a little bit of highlighter. Both M Cosmetics and Rare Beauty have really pretty highlighters. The new M Cosmetics Sunscape highlighter, I think it's called, is chef's kiss. It's so gorgeous. It's another product though that I don't have here because it's in my everyday makeup bag. I think this is a good opportunity to revisit an old favorite, the Rare Beauty liquid luminizers. I have not used one of these in a very long time, and you know what? It can't always be about the new shiny things. Sometimes we need to revisit the older things that are really awesome, and this is definitely a really, really great product. So I'm using the shade Mesmerize, which is kind of like a rosy pinky shade. And same thing with the blush. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and I'm gonna use my finger. You really need the smallest amount with this, and it's quite reflective and intense, but it's not as finicky to use as the blushes. You get a really, really pretty glossy look with these guys. They look quite metallic when you swatch them, but once they're actually blended out on the skin, they melt into the skin quite nicely. There we go. Cheeks are officially done. Let's do the brows. I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty brow powder. This is called the Shape and Fill Duo, and this one is in light brown. I'm not the biggest fan of the brow powder. I just don't feel like it's anything crazy special. I feel like it's okay. It's a good brow powder. It doesn't really blow me out of the water. I'm not much of a brow powder person. I do definitely prefer either like all-in-one brow gel that fills and sets, or I'll just go in with a brow pencil. I feel like powder is most ideal when you don't really have much to do to your brows because you can't really get a lot of definition with it. It's more of like a soft fill effect. But what's really nice about this is that it is an all-in-one. You have the 2 powders, of course. You also have a little mirror, which is great. And then you have a brush that slips out of the side over here, and you have a spoolie inside the brush too, which took me forever to figure out that it was there. So I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs up, and I'm gonna mix the 2 shades together with the brush and just lightly fill it in. So because there's no brow gel in here, I am gonna use just a brow gel that I have next to me. This is the Glossier Boy Brow in Clear. I'm just gonna set my brows in place. Side note, not a fan of the Boy Brow in Clear. So the entire face is basically done. I am now going to spray my face with the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. This is actually a really nice setting mist. I do really like it. It has a nice fine spray too. It's a really nice hydrating mist, and I feel like it does a really good job in just making your makeup one again. Okay, for the lips, we are jumping back to M Cosmetics. I'm going to first line my lips with the Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in Kitten, which is one of my all-time favorite lip liners. It's really just like the perfect contour shade for the lips. That's really nice and neutral, not too deep for my skin tone, and it also goes with like every lip color. This is a lip liner that I feel like I always have to have in my collection. It's just really nice. And it glides on. It's not too slippery. and it stays. Look how good that color is. This makes my lips look 3 times the size. So for the lips, we are going to be using one of the M Cosmetics Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizers in one of the new shades, Mona Lisa. I am a big fan of this formula. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of a hybrid between a lipstick, a lip balm, and a gloss. It's very intensely glossy and has a lot of pigment to it as well, and it feels just as comfortable as a lip balm. And this color's very pretty. It's kind of like a neutral brown. I feel like it'll go really nice with the rest of the look. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Quite honestly, one of the most perfect lip shades I've ever put on. Not to be dramatic, but wow, I'm very excited. Like there's fluttering going on in my chest right now. This is the final look, you guys. I love everything about this look. So now I'm gonna choose my favorite product from each brand that I try today. For M Cosmetics, kind of hard to choose because I'm very torn between the lip and the eyeshadow. And I think I'm actually gonna go, oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the lip because I think I'm going to be wearing this lip every day. I need like 6 backups. This is just such a great everyday nude. I really love it so much. Pair with the formula. For Rare Beauty, I think my favorite product from them that I used today was definitely the Pinch Me blush in the shade Hope. I really love this color. It's so pretty. This is another product that I could definitely see myself wearing like every single day. I'm totally gonna be putting this in my everyday vanity. But let me know all of your thoughts on everything that I used in the comments. All right guys, that is it for today's video. I had so much fun doing this and I really would love to do this type of concept for other brands. So again, let me know what brands you'd like to see me kind of put head to head or use together in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy today's video too, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.